During the last 3 weeks, my camera team was in the north of Namibia and the south of Angola, shooting wild animals on camera. On camera, we always shoot them on camera. It is the trophy hunters that we shoot with guns. And so, of course, I found 3 free speeches out of the archive to entertain you. And isn't it interesting to see the ones we spoke about in 2017 and 2018 are still as pertinent as ever today, especially last week when we celebrated Archbishop Desmond Tutu's 88th birthday. Now, that's the good news I always want to celebrate every single day. But here I am back on the 13th of October, back here with you, and there is so much happening. I, in fact, have made a little list of all the things that I think are important to deserve a mention. Dudu Mayeni. She pleaded poverty, my Scott. There was no money to pay the petrol to get her to the court, so she didn't get to the court. Hi, Mayor said, do you know what? We should start a little Dudu fund so that we have enough money so that she can afford the petrol in her car when she drives to the prison to start her 12-year sentence for what she did as CEO of SAA. Then the EFF, meanwhile, they're very quiet, knowing that the less said about weddings and funerals, the better. The USA and the UK have put the Guptas where they belong. It's a pity we didn't bother to pull that chain. Cyril Ramaphosa, our president, has created his Economic Advisory Panel, which is a successful alternative NEC that can put us on the right track at last. Oh, and then there's the former mayor of Durban who's furious at all the fake news that will prevent her from getting the job, the top job in the KZN ANC structures. Or maybe a fund for her petrol costs in future are also in order. Oh yes, the good news. The good news is that Eskom is still here, more or less, or rather less than more. Okay, Greta Thunberg, She didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize, which is a shame, but ach, my lieve aarde, she's got a long time to work and earn it. She's only 16 years old. She's got a whole life ahead. Yeah, but then climate change might actually cut that short. Stellenbosch University must still speak English so that they can translate that into Afrikaans. President Donald Trump. Do we have time? No. The United Kingdom has got 19 days before they pull their Brexit chain. Oh, and the Rugby World Cup is still going strong in Japan in spite of a hurricane which has cancelled some. I was quite worried that they might cancel some of our matches. The Springboks, well, can I say it loudly? Springboks forever. It would be so nice, wouldn't it be wonderful if we actually were in the final of the Rugby World Cup playing against Japan, who used to be our honorary whites, onthou julle in die ou dae. And then, finally, there is Helen Zille, who always surprises me. She is such a wonderful South African politician. Suddenly she retires and then suddenly she's back. Now she's back. She wants to become the chairperson, the CEO of the Democratic Alliance. She's up against 5 or 6 other white people. Yeah, well, listen, maybe Helen realizes that the white voters also want a home and there are only 8% of the population that are white. So Helen will actually always surprise us. I still keep on sending her a little WhatsApp. Helen, Scott, please don't tweet after the second glass of Chardonnay. And so that's the week, and this is the weekend, and next week, more news. But you know what is the most important news of any news? It's you. How are you? Look in the mirror, celebrate who you are, and solve your problems before you worry about all these other diversions. Although you must admit, Helen Zille is never a diversion. Oh, prachtige print van haar.
Evita, Evita, and you know what we mean. Evita, Evita, always on the scene. Evita Bezuidenhout, Evita should be queen.